Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
That voice! It's Navia!
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster. Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment.
Whoa! Spoken like a true president! You are a really responsible leader.
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run So before I came over this time, I took a page from Malusa's book and decided to make a list of everything. And then, since Malus loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his. But after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of.
That does sound like you, all right. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
Oh, want to take a look?
Let Paimon see. This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one,
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fishermen, while the second one is a reminder.
Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you might forget what each of these mean.
Thank you for your advice. I thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure.
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
So you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. You said you don't have any plans, right? So
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
Then let's go. We'll take a boat over.
Oh, you mean the aquabus, right? Like the Clementine?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson. All right, follow me. The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 aquabus lines are all named after people in your family.
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory.
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated... Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub. You are right that it is a bit strange, though.
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The aquabus is so convenient.
Well, it is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was But that would only be the case if he cared about what other... From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions.
Huh. Well, that explains why you...
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
All right, then let's... It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person? Oh, Paimon, sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said, while my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make...
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. But sometimes I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder. What Silver once said, that a name is a kind of inscription. So I will always associate the line with her in my... Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold... I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation. Of course, I still haven't really gotten used, but I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin. We've reached the shore. Let's...
Navia, do you think she's doing all right? Okay, Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through...
Catch the wind.